Let's talk mortgage. Today we're talking about FHA loans, what they are, who they're for, and why they can be such a great option for the right buyer. A lot of people hear FHA and immediately think it's only for first-time homebuyers. That's actually not true. You don't have to be a first-time buyer to use an FHA loan. FHA is simply a government-backed loan program designed to make homeownership more accessible. So why do buyers choose FHA? One big reason is flexibility. FHA loans can be more forgiving when it comes to credit history, and they also allow for a lower down payment than many people expect. They allow for a higher debt-to-income ratio than some other loan programs that do too. They can also be especially helpful for buyers who have solid income and a good plan, but maybe they do not fit the perfect little box that some people think you need to fit in. Another reason that FHA can be attractive is that it can help buyers who may have had some credit challenges in the past. That does not mean every situation works, of course, but FHA often opens doors that buyers may have assumed were closed to them. Now, let's talk about some common misconceptions. One of the biggest myths is that FHA is a bad loan. It is not a bad loan. It's simply a tool. And like any tool, it works best in the right situation. For some buyers, FHA is the smartest path to homeownership. For others, conventional might make more sense. The goal is not to force a person into one program over another. The goal is to match each buyer with the right solution for their circumstances and goals. Another thing people should know is that FHA has mortgage insurance. That is part of the cost structure of the loan, and it is important to understand that up front. But that does not automatically make it the wrong choice. Sometimes FHA still gives a buyer the best overall path to getting into a home sooner rather than later. This mortgage insurance in FHA is for the lifetime of the loan, so it's important to know that as your mortgage loan officer for life, that I will help you to refinance into a conventional loan or another kind of loan once you have the right equity position. So here's a real world example. Let's say you have a buyer we have a buyer who's got okay credit, limited down payment, savings, but they have stable income. They may think that they have to wait years to buy. They got to save up that money, right? So when we look at the full picture, FHA may actually make more sense. It may allow them to move forward much sooner than they had expected. At the end of the day, FHA is not about being perfect. It's about creating opportunity. If you've been told no before, or if you think that buying is just out of your reach, it may be worth having a real conversation before you assume that's true. So pick up the phone, give me a call, 918-316-7237, or look in the link for my appointment link and schedule yourself on my calendar. That way, if you want to know if FHA might be a good fit for you, let's discuss it. I'm always happy to talk through all of your options.